out to him, man. You know, one of his songs is on a champion now. Shout out to him, man.
I tell him all the time, I can't get away from you musically.
No.
I don't understand.
No, like, we really are low-key all connected.
That's wild. Jobber Nation, welcome.
No, you didn't say it right. It's Jobber Nation.
So what's crazy is me and Mikey were talking about this the other day. And I was just like, I get exhausted opening the show all the time. So that's why sometimes I'd be like, Jobber Nation, or you.
No one else is going to do it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like, every time that we do live interview with another podcast, this is how it goes. Y'all don't talk a lot. I do all the talking. Like, that's my job.
On someone else's show?
I do the majority of the talking. Like, I do, like, the whole, like.
When's the last time we went on somebody's show? I don't fucking know. Those that are watching, and if you have a podcast and you want us on your show,
we will do it. Like, we love it. The thing about it, nobody ever acts as collectivists.
I love being on the other side of the camera. So
only one person.
I would totally.
Only one person. All of us.
We totally would love to do
two people.
Your podcast.
Whoa.
You know what it is? There's a handful of people that I know that would want to, but they feel like in their minds, which I disagree. They feel like they're not on that level.
I mean, look like. For example,
what the fuck are you talking
Good
about?
Brother, shout out to Good Brother.
Yeah, he's definitely on one of them. Like,
yeah, Good Brother's like, Good Brother.
Like, we're not on y'all level.
I said,
what?
Because like Coffee's not recording one for a while. He's going through his person. I said, if you want to come up today, just come. Nah.
Oh no, telling me
to come. Listen, if y'all want to pull up. Like, we love having guests.
At least with a 24-hour notice, please and thank you.
So
listen, we make sure we got space.
If you are promoting an album, pull up. If you're promoting a book, pull up. Like, don't be afraid to ask. Closed mouths don't get fed out here.
That's a
simple
fact.
Promote anything, let me know.
But that's always the thing. So, like, even for instance, I know this guy I know, of course, through wrestling, lives in Chicago. And I'm going to Chicago in November. And I told him, I was like, well, I'm going to be in town for the weekend. So if you want to record or do something, let me know. I'm totally game. And he posted, he was like, Jobbertears, collabo coming soon. So he's hype. But like stuff like that, like I have no issue.
I like that. Like, I like when people like, they hype it. I'm like, listen, all right, cool, whatever.
I don't always like being in the middle of
I like being I haven't been on a guest. Right. I haven't been a guest on someone's show since.
That's why when you was like, I do most of talking. I was like, what show are we talking about?
I'm back, niggas.
Whoa. So aggressive. We were talking about, so once again, anyone that has a podcast, it doesn't have to be wrestling related, whatever it is.
There's certain people who have that honor. Stephanie Hardy had all of us.
Absolutely welcome to invite us.
Dwayne of the show season had all of us.
Yeah.
Drew vs. World had all of us.
Yeah.
Niggas be busy, B. Who else? Who else had all of us?
We are niggas.
The Raw Zone. The Raw Zone to me was my favorite interview.
How? You guys were so disinterested the entire fucking episode. Yes, you were. Yes, y'all was. First of all, because it was late, and y'all niggas, of course, it's past this nigga's bedtime, and your ass was tired.
No, we were on what's his name, Hill Life, with Chris.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
shout out to
and then
Hills
we were
for
also
Life.
on Big Gold Belt.
Yo, we tried.
Oh,
Big Gold Belt wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, though, but it's just like we just recorded this like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
so
it was the same shit. So it was weird. Okay, yeah. I feel like we owe him another episode.
We do.
It wasn't that bad.
No, that shit was trash.
But it wasn't. But it's just like it was.
Because it was true.
We just finished
literally
recording.
Talked about every single point.
No, it was. I'm telling you, the one where all of us were on there. Chris with Heel Ziggler. That's his name.
No, it's not Heel
Ziggler. Ziggler Heel. He's a nice guy.
Yo.
Which one is for
them? It was a good show.
It was
a good show. All four of them are great guys. I love that show.
So the one that actually wrestles, he's gonna be at WrestleCade.
Yeah, and then that was good. And Big Gold Belt was good.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Big
like
Gold Belt. I feel like we owe him another.
We owe another one. Like it wasn't like Drew vs. the World. That interview was fire.
Yeah, because it was different.
Yeah, it was different, and like he know how to get the best of everybody. We was just like, dang man, that was my favorite interview. The Raw Zone was good too.
But y'all niggas was so removed from that episode. It was so funny.
Listen, shout out to the Raw Zone. Yo, tell Mikey, let us know. Let us know. Listen, tell him that it was a year ago. We gotta do a 1 year anniversary. Tell them that whatever you have all of us.
I'll let them know. Listen, Zaddy, Arn Anderson last night showed up.
You say, okay.
I'm still trying to.
Just don't hurt me. You know what I do? I pull out the Glock, put it on his forehead, and spill his brains all over the concrete.
That just actually sounds like a confession. More than anything.
And all that implies.
I'm R. Anderson, bitch.
If I'm gonna coach a loser, come on with me, Lee. At least you listen to me.
Lee is mad funny.
Yo,
Lee was mad funny.
So it took me to. So we watched it last night, and I was just, I'm always stuck on Arn. But I watched it this morning, and I watched it for Lee Johnson's facial reaction because that was hilarious. He was just so stuck. He was just like, oh, how did I get in the middle of this? Like, what happened?
Come here, Lee. You don't want who listens.
That's what had me. He was like, come on, Lee, you're the one that listens. What?
And then
Lee's
and
like,
then he said, okay.
I feel like
he
Lee
couldn't be that nigga to just be like stand on his two. He just was like,
all right.
well, all right.
Lee is gonna be a star.
I'm gonna roll out.
Lee's about to be a star.
I feel like Lee, he's too nervous in the ring. Like he thinks before he do. Like wrestling, Martin is gonna be a star. Like he's gonna be a star. They have a good core.
No, that was hilarious.
Did you guys see the Seth Rollins documentary?
No, not yet.
Documentary? Or
The Austin, I guess.
Austin.
Yeah,
I haven't.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was
Janelle,
good.
watch it.
It was good.
Listen, he got Austin with a jacket on, so I was like, oh shit.
No, okay. So I watched it twice actually because I love Seth.
It's good.
I think Seth. I've always said Seth is my favorite out of all the Shield members.
Yeah.
Like Roman Reigns is great, but Seth has always been to me the complete.
He was
package.
the full package from the front. Actually, from the beginning. Like Tyler Black was.
Yeah, he was world champion. Like you forget that.
There's a couple of things in there where it's a great example. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Break it down, yeah.
So there's a part where he talks about Roman and how when the Shield came together, they're building, and they, Dean and Seth are like the indie darlings, internet heroes, whatever, and they were noticing that they were really trying to push Roman, and Dean and Seth were like, what the fuck? They're trying to push Roman? Like, what's going on here? But it wasn't on some like, we fucking hate this guy, but it's like, oh, this is what we see what they're doing. Yeah. Because the producers of matches were asking them to like give Roman big spots during their matches.
To make him look
and
good.
they started calling them roll moments. Throughout that's what they started calling them. But somebody tried to compare it to what CM Punk said about Roman. And I was like, that's not the same thing. CM Punk was more like, this nigga ain't shit.
Yeah,
why you pushing him?
Punk's was more of a negative.
Yeah, but Seth was more this was a business standpoint. Like, oh, I see where the business is going. It is what it is.
I'll get my time.
I'm gonna get my time.
And I ain't gonna front. All three She members always look good.
Cause he said it. He said it. He said the Shield may be the greatest faction of all time.
That's debatable.
No. Honestly speaking, they are. The second one is New Day.
Yes.
Cause the thing about it, you can say the Four Horsemen.
Oh, that's always gonna be my answer.
But the thing about it,
of all time,
But how many world titles has Tully had? How many world titles has Arn had?
Yeah.
And the other
but his
nigga
titles. Don't talk about Oli. Don't talk about Oli.
The original one. Yes.
The
original one. Yes.
That growing up when you heard Arn and Oli Anderson, you thought they were brothers, and you realized they weren't, and it was just like, what the?
Oli's the other nigga that nobody cares about.
Okay, listen. Right. The original Four Horsemen.
Because Oli screwed Oli, but that's a different story for a
different day. But the original Four Horsemen
day.
did not produce that much champions.
But you can't.
But do we base it off on titles, or do we base it off of impact in the business?
So
the New Day and the Shield had the most impact compared to them.
But the thing about it, titles,
yeah,
breaks the tiebreaker. It's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, just like the Hall of Fame and NBA, NFL. Because once you got that title, you got the edge off the next person.
Yeah, because the thing about it, you can argue and be like, yo, hey, you could be like, okay, hey, long story short, you could be like, yo, all of them are great, all of them have impact, but let's look at each of them individually as their career.
None of them carry the company.
None of them. But you can look at the Shield. You have three motherfuckers who are top guys.
Yeah.
Now, New Day, the reason why, because Xavier hasn't gotten that rub.
Yeah, no, but Loki, he has this year, though.
He has been getting a lot of main event spots.
Like, that, honestly, New Day's been the slowest cook I've ever seen in wrestling.
Yeah, so that's why I put them above. Now, nothing take away from the Four Horsemen.
Of course.
You can't take nothing away.
I was about to say, because there would be none of them niggas if it wasn't
because
no
But we get that.
Number 4 is Evolution.
Yeah.
Oh, Evolution. Actually, I would choose Evolution more than the Shield. I'm not going to hold you.
What?
A little bit.
What?
A little bit.
Nah, boy. The Shield come number 2 to Evolution? Why?
No, I say a little bit because at least they had outside. It's hard because Rick was kind of more of course, the father. So he kind of like taught all of them, like in terms of the business. And individually, like Evolution saved Ric Flair in so many different ways.
Okay.
It put Randall on a different level in terms of, and it actually taught, I think, Randall himself a lot about himself. And with Batista, I've never really been a Batista fan, so that's neither here nor there. And then I don't know. I don't know. Like Evolution doesn't, I feel like, get talked about as much. So that's why I would
Because
be like,
nobody was watching during the Russo Grudge like that.
I feel like they're definitely in that conversation.
Okay, they are, but I just feel like
they're in the conversation. They're in the top 5.
The Shield gets the edge over Evolution because it shifts culture.
But in the Shield is all new guys.
Yeah, new guys. That's why it was super new guys.
You had a legend in Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He's canceled now.
You had two.
Then you had Triple H.
Because y'all niggas still talking
Triple
about
H. And you had third.
You had really two. You had two.
You had a third generation.
You had a Hall of Famer. You had
a third
someone that was
generation.
coming to the tail end of his like full-time career, and
Triple
then you had
H.
two up-and-comers.
You had a third generation, and you had somebody that was just off the streets. The Shield, you had 2 indie darlings, and you had a guy who's from
and a Samoan.
And Samoan that come from a very respected dynasty. So.
What's up? Oh, damn. That is true. So those that are watching, let us know, what is your top 3 stables of all time? I'm intrigued. Like, I've always been a fan of stables. I think, honestly speaking, it's a lost art. I think NXT, actually, for the past few years, has been really the brand, or the brand that would, I think, that brought stables back to life, because you had Undisputed Era, you have Imperium. What do you want me to do? You want me to move this?
No, keep going. Keep talking.
It might be that power supply.
Hello?
Go away.
Hello? Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
It's going right. All right, cool.
Sorry, guys. I interrupt.
I had two technical difficulties. Because I kept hearing the static. And shout out to Miles, the best engineer in the building. But yeah, as I was saying, I think NXT definitely revamped and brought back to life stables. And I love what they're doing with Hit Row. I love what they're doing with Phantasmo, Imperium.
So let me ask you a question.
Even Roderick Strong's little Diamond Mine shit is low-key dope. It's weird, but I was like, oh.
So let me ask you a question. I think that culturally, the New Day have it over Evolution and the Shield. Because they shift cultures.
Well, one thing, I mean, to be honest, I would say New Day trumps all of them because it's still ongoing. It's still a story that hasn't been finished.
True.
So the Shield chapter is done. Unless miraculously 10 years from now, Dean, everybody ends up being on the same fucking promotion.
Seth said they're not coming back.
Correct. So Shield is gone. Evolution, we saw what happened on that SmackDown, and they all looked at each other, and there's tensions there, so who knows what the fuck's gonna happen with that ever. But the one thing for New Day, I feel like, is, once again, it's still ongoing. It's still something that there's chapters in the book that still haven't been written.
Low-key, they might be the greatest because of their longevity.
Yes, yes.
And that's what you can say. But if you're just cutting it down to just black and white, I feel that
if we're going over moments, I probably would choose the Shield too.
The Shield is number one.
Yeah, okay, because the Shield.
And honestly, Seth did it, because when Seth cashed in at Mania, that I think changed the game.
But I think it's just they just have
that changed the game
accolades
when Roman won the Rumble.
And they have like a lot of moments. Roman
won the Rumble when Dean, I think didn't Dean win Money in the Bank and then cashed in?
Yeah.
And then Seth cashing in, and they have moments.
At one moment, like at one time, all three Shield members held the WWE Championship
The same night, yeah, which is
Roman,
dope.
then Seth, then Dean. They're probably gonna erase that soon.
No, they're not gonna erase
because
that.
they're gonna keep it because they have to.
That's not.
But
that's
it
not
like
nice.
like Dean killed somebody.
Dean just didn't resign.
Yeah,
He let his
and
contract
he
run
didn't
out.
do like good business.
And
after,
he did.
though.
You know what? I respect Dean because he let the contract run out.
Yeah.
Like he didn't pull a dick move and was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out." Like he let
Yeah.
the shit rock
Well,
out.
he went to premiere on Dynamite the next week. Was it All Out? What was it? He
No, it probably was All Out because that was in Chicago.
Yeah, but
No, it was Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was Double or Nothing.
So,
So what else? So before we talk about some other topics, let's talk. So did everybody watch the Rhodes show last night?
I liked it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Cody's sisters are racist.
Yo, somebody texted me last night and was like, "Is it just me or is his sister racist?" And I was just like, "No, it's not just you."
No, sisters
Not
are
just you.
racist.
But even I felt bad because I was like, even the baby shower is segregated. What the fuck is going on here? Like, Cody and his mother, his sisters, everybody was in that one table. Ain't nobody like even. She doesn't feel it. It's weird because it's like,
you feel bad for Brandy.
yes, like oh my god, I felt so bad for her because it's just like And then when Cody hit niggas with the. She's pregnant, so she's not going anywhere. Like y'all, he be on something like y'all got to figure it out because she's not going anywhere. But my thing is like I told y'all in the chat, I feel like it has to come from Cody. Like Cody has to put his sister and his mama in a particular.
I don't think the mom is that bad.
She's not as bad, but she doesn't. But even with the sister, she just be like sitting there like, I agree, and then she'd be like, wait, what?
But what was wild was when like.
The show was great.
She had me dying because there's a couple things. When
She said, "Are you going back to wrestle?"
When the sister sent the text about using the Rhodes last name.
Yeah, that was foul.
She said, and it wasn't. Did you see it?
No.
So
I fell asleep. Yeah.
It was right around. It was maybe I guess a few weeks after Dusty had passed. And they they was starting the AEW stuff. Well, she wanted to use the Rhodes name, like Brandy Rhodes. She wanted to use the Rhodes name. So she started using the name and wrestling. And the sister texted her like, so who told you're not a Rhodes? You're Rhodes by marriage. Like, what are you doing?
But it wasn't like a text. It was a book.
A paragraph. Yeah, it was like
a book.
It was a short story.
Brandy said it was like a book that she sent in text about like why you shouldn't use the name.
And then Brandy ended up saying, she said, well, actually, I spoke. She said me and Dusty had a really great relationship. And I asked Dusty, and I got his blessing to use the Rhodes name. So it was just like, where did the lines cross? Because
racist,
the fuck is that about?
Arn said it yesterday. Cody's a nice guy.
No, he's super like, you could tell Brandy be on some like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like she definitely looks at this nigga all the time like, why are you such a child? Like it'd be the funniest shit. And then the shit with, and I'm actually kind of glad they brought it to the forefront because that shit, the whole Jade and Red Velvet thing.
What's the beef?
Is this real?
I don't know, but I just didn't like how it came off, and it definitely gave Jade some points for me. Like I was just saying her like, sis, like I get it.
The situation is, for people who didn't watch it and people who are listening, I don't know if this is a storyline they made up for the show, but whatever.
Which would be wild because then now literally every single person is looking at Red Velvet crazy now.
So you remember when they did a segment and they were in like
they were in Britt Baker's like doctor's office.
Yeah.
They did a segment like it was kind of like
and
a
it was
talk.
It was the build up between Shaq and her versus Cody and Red Velvet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So remember when Jade slaps Red Velvet?
Mm-hmm.
So
actually,
supposedly
Red Velvet slapped her first. Let's be clear.
It was an angle. It was an angle. So Red Velvet went to Brandy, I think, or text Brandy like, yo, hey, the slap was a little too stiff. I'm scared to work with Jade. Yeah. So now I fucks with Red Velvet. She has supported the podcast, but let's be honest, she came off a little soft.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
I mean, do you see how big Jade is?
Now, hold on. Let me get to that. Because Jade, so Brandy had a meeting with Jade, like to have that conversation. And then Brandy, you can tell by her body language, like, didn't want to have this conversation.
At all. It was so awkward.
And it wasn't like, I don't want to have this conversation because I'm scared of Jade. It was like,
I don't care.
No,
yes.
it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like, why are we even talking about this type of thing? That's how she came
The way
off.
that they edited the show, right before that, Cody was like, wrestling is hard hitting. You can bleed. You can this. Like, literally right
He
before
gave
that
the definition of what's entailed every week. He's like it's a lot. They did a whole thing where they had the guy, where they had Sammy talking about like, yo, if somebody would have told me how much this shit hurts, I think I would have chosen. I would have been a lawyer or something. Like literally, those were all the scenes
they showed Darby
leading up,
falling down the stairs.
Yeah, Darby falling down the steps. Like it was wild. It was all leading up to then her and Jade having that conversation about Red Velvet slapping her.
They edited it so bad, and then Jade is like, Jade was a real one because she was like, what
do you mean?
She's like,
fuck
are you
is she
serious?
talking about?
She's like, she's gonna wrestle other girls my size, and then Brandy was kind of like, nah, no, but you kind of gotta like. You gotta
adjust.
You gotta adjust. You gotta be better.
So then Brandy had, you know what? And I'm gonna try her wine. So I'm gonna look into that. Because I support Black businesses. So Brandy had been in the works of getting together her wine, which is now out. And she needed to do like a tasting with the wine specialist, blah, 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 blah. So she was and she's pregnant. So she's just like, well, I can't taste it. So so she invited Jade and Red Velvet to do the tasting with her so that they can talk. So really her ultimate goal was for them to talk.
So how did it go?
Nigga, I was like, first of all, Red Velvet was out here shading the fuck out of her. And then Jade, who's a real bitch, and now I low-key want to have a whole conversation with her. She was just like, what's your problem? Like, because she kept, they were smelling, tasting the wine. And then Red Velvet goes, and one of the ones, she goes, yeah, it's a little harsh, like a slap in the face.
I'm telling you, that shit was scripted.
Yo, this shit was mixy.
Yo, this shit was wild. Yo,
I gotta watch it tonight.
Shit had me,
listen. Y'all watch Heels yet?
So Heels.
I didn't watch the latest episode.
No. So Heels, I'm going to binge.
Huh?
Which episode you on?
I think I finished episode 5. I didn't watch episode 6.
I'm going to just binge. So we can't talk about it because I'm just going to go because it's one of those things that I feel like.
Yeah, it is. So let me ask you a question. We got to have a show for the season. So we were watching The Rhodes. This is the show we will watch?
Yeah. Because honestly speaking, like every week they had been leading up to it, I was just like, yo, I'm going to watch. It
was a good
I'm a sucker for reality TV.
But so far that I watched, it was pretty good though. Like, I feel like it could be fake. I don't care at this point.
I hope that shit was not really, really scripted.
Like if it's fake, so what? But this is a great opportunity to expand
the
business.
It's funny because the one thing people don't understand, this nigga Tony Khan is reading Vince's playbook.
Listen,
if it works, why not?
And he's doing the millennium version of it.
Yeah.
The millennial version of it.
Like he took
because he's the EP of the show.
He took
he's one of the executive producers.
He took
of the show.
dial-up. When dial-up went for internet and then Wi-Fi. Like he's like the Wi-Fi version of what the fuck Vince was doing.
Honestly, everybody got on AEW saying that the executives have too much power, but then comes out the executives have no power.
They took it away from them.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
so
but guess what? But guess what? This is what happens when you assume all the time.
It's a good segue into that because that was one of the topics for this episode. Where I forgot where the report came from, but basically Tony Khan is full control creative, full control of decisions. He has it all, and it started off with once again the EVPs being Young Bucks, Kenny, and Cody. Where they had input, they had a little bit of pull, but now they don't. They don't make any decisions. They don't make anything creative. Like my man Tony Khan is playing GM mode.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what the fuck he's doing.
The show has been more fluent.
GM mode.
The past couple of weeks, Tony Khan been putting on bangers.
It's been a while though.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, I mean,
AEW consistently has been good. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about that.
It was Body Slam. It was bodyslam.net.
Yeah, I don't care about the numbers or rating. It's all about how many people are talking about it.
So this is what it says. Cassidy Haynes of bodyslam.net, an update on the roles of the AEW's EVPs. Sources within the company have told him that creative was essentially completely taken away from the EVPs, as basically everything now comes through down to Tony Khan, which means people give ideas. They
pitch this. It's the same thing people do with Vince. Same thing.
AEW talents are allowed and encouraged to pitch ideas, give suggestions, but creative is absolutely Tony Khan's prerogative now. At one point, Cody Rhodes was the only EVP to regularly attend office meetings and was an office regular. But that role, as well as his input with creative, has greatly diminished. Matt Jackson's EVP role, as he was told, has been assisting his wife Donna with merchandise, and Nick Jackson is focused on handling
which
BTE.
They need better help on, but that's neither here nor there.
Additionally, it was stated that Kenny Omega is very hands-on with the AEW's video games, which is smart because he's a huge game head, and the game side of things, as well as his role of helping to put together the women's matches.
Yeah, that's
Haynes was told by sources that basically they are EVPs in the name only in 2021. They no longer have final say in creative or talent hiring, any of them. TK pulled back on the reins and took that power away from them. It was also stressed to Haynes from a source that Cody doesn't really have much of a relationship with any of the EVPs anymore. The others are still great friends, but Cody is very much on the outside looking in.
But I think, you know what's crazy? I think Cody has always been outside looking in. Like, I think the way that, like, Bucks, Kenny, even Adam Cole now, like, all of them have had a friendship well over 10, 15 years probably. So I think it's like, you know, when you have the boys club and you have the newest member, I just think Cody never got into that groove of what their group was. So he's always, and actually you can see it in the show. Like, in actuality, you can see like, okay, this is
he's that frat boy.
And
he's that frat, like, they coach kind of frat coach, but he's that like frat, like, all right, niggas, this was cool in college. I'm a grown ass man. We need to stop this. And
I actually really liked the in the episode how he talked about Ricky Starks and how you know, he was just like, if there's anybody that, you know, I want to look out for or want to, you know, make sure that he becomes a superstar he's supposed to, it was Ricky, because he brought him in.
Because he in the episode, the first episode, they it was during Ricky's injury. When he sustained the neck injury. Yeah. So you saw him walk Ricky through, like, how we're going to keep you on TV and still relevant. But the best part of this shit was when Cody cut his I'ma end racism on my daughter promo.
Tony Khan's face.
You remember that?
Because that was the episode. The episode where he was talking about my white and my black daughter. Yeah. And then raising her.
So they put that on the show?
Yeah. So that was the first episode.
But the thing about it, what was so funny to me.
Tony Khan's face.
One was Tony Khan's face. Number two was that this nigga was hyped.
Yo,
this nigga was
practiced. He practiced it.
He's telling Brandy's like, yo, can I hear it? He's like, nah.
He's like, nah, I got this. So he told her, that's
this shit is hilarious.
Yes, this shit is hilarious.
This shit is hilarious.
So he tells her, nah, you'll hear it when you hear it. Then he practices. There's a whole scene of him practicing the fucking promo. And because I was like, he's practicing the promo.
He does like.
And then, all that shit. Then he goes out. And Brandy's sitting at the table. Dustin is standing behind her. Like, they're all watching in Gorilla. Tony Khan has headphones, has the microphone. Like, they're all in Gorilla. And then he goes out, does the promo. Fucking, this is the one thing I was like, Brandy, you and I both know that was not good. Brandy out here, tears. Like, he's never got me before.
She's pregnant, son.
She's never got me
before. Emotions are high. And she's going through a rough pregnancy, too.
Because she was saying that she was sick all the time.
Okay. So Brandy actually meant what she said, best promo ever.
Yo, she really meant that shit.
She meant that, but she wasn't thinking straight.
But she wasn't in the right mind.
So what about what Goldie said? Because Goldie loved the brothers.
No, but they didn't say anything about it. He didn't say. So Brandy, so they cut back to where in Gorilla, Brandy out here tearing, like, you know, like, he never gets me. His promos never get me, but this time he got me. But if it's like a long pan of a camera scene, you see fucking Tony Khan's face, and his face is confused as fuck. He was just like, what the fuck did he just say? He gave the what the fuck?
And people do forget Tony Khan is not white. Like he's down with this. Like he's down with the cause. I think.
He's a brown brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
He got
ally
some
out
color.
here. Not all brown brothers are allies though.
But it's.
That's
True. There's a picture of his face.
Oh wait, Kiki posted it because she posted it right before we started, and I had commented on it, and I was just like, "Yo, this shit."
Nah, because it's in the Jobbertears group, but he was just like, nigga, what? What are we doing out here?
Yeah, he was just like, "What do you?"
I think that was the moment he said, "Yeah, man, I gotta take you out of control."
Bro, you know what? Might be.
He probably looked like, you know what? And this is why no one talked to Cody. He's like, that was that promo. I'm telling you, there'll be a dark side of the ring 20 years. They're gonna say that Cody's promo.
But in all honesty, from watching the show, you can kind of just see like he's in a league of his own.
It was for a while. It was for a while. There was a rumor out that when Christian came, I think I told y'all. So Christian had came to when he got signed to AEW, and Cody sat him down. Was like, "Who you with? You with me or you with them?"
Who told you that?
Somebody close to the situation.
I believe it.
And then Christian was like, "Nigga, what? I just came here to wrestle. What are we supposed to do?"
No, yo, bro, I just want to wrestle. You're weird, Cody.
I don't know how true this is, but the person's close to the situation, and it's in that mix.
I believe it because look at what's happening now.
Son, Cody said that. Who you with? You with them or you with me?
That nigga Christian
that nigga
had the championship match with Omega, took the title off Omega, and still is
I'm not
in
gonna
whole
lie to you. I'm not gonna lie
thing.
to you. Dynamite does feel weird when Cody's around. I'm gonna explain to you because his segment just feels so.
Because they don't fit.
Yes, like
he
yo,
doesn't fit.
Prime example.
The mold
him
there.
wrestling QT Marshall.
Marshall.
Oh, my bad, QT Marshall. Him wrestling and doing a figure four on top of the bus. Why? That don't impact you, Cody. No.
But if somebody else did it, would it impact you? Or is it just a Cody
It was
thing?
Darby Allin and
See,
my son but Moxley will build it up though. Moxley will build it up.
They have been building up that QT thing.
No,
though.
but it makes no sense. QT, no, look, him as a wrestler, chef kiss. It doesn't translate well on television. My nigga, you wear a boat shirt. I mean, you wear a bowling shirt, my nigga, and think that's fly, son.
That's
Boy,
how you do.
You make enough money not to steal bowling shirts from the bowling alley.
Niggas want to be comfortable because that's the whole
wear a
montage.
T-shirt.
Huh. Daniel Bryan does.
So you
Did
know
you see
what?
Daniel Bryan's crisp ass white
Crispy
T-shirt? I
B.
thought about you.
Crispy
when
B.
he came out.
So what you gotta say?
It's like Wilkins.
You have to understand a couple things. Let's rewind. Cody doesn't belong in AEW.
He don't at all.
No. Let's really think about it.
But he's good for it.
Hold on.
He's not anymore because they took that.
Nope,
They took him out of being in that creative room.
No, he's good for it.
I honestly
he's
thought
good for so Cody is everything that
he's anti-hero.
the reason why he gets booed because he's everything that AEW fans hate.
Indie fans don't like.
Yeah.
They don't like the structure. They don't
He's
like.
Seth.
They don't like that he's TV ready. They don't like none of
He's
that
not
shit.
even Seth Rollins.
No, what I mean by Seth Rollins is just like he's doing what he has to do, but people just booing
No,
him.
it's not even that. It's because
He's not like, and that's a part of the reason
he's
why.
too clean.
That's a part of the reason why when he left the E, he was doing like Ring of Honor, or he was doing like indie stuff. It was like, this don't look right.
But people
Don't feel
respected
right.
him. Like I felt that he
He
should have
didn't-
kept the dialogue. Like I felt the dialogue was gonna put him like, all right, going a different direction. Then he came back regular comic like, Cody, what are you doing, man? I'm
No,
confused.
but he doesn't fit them. Listen.
He be trying though.
No,
listen.
Yo, I agree.
No,
He's
hold
on-
on.
He tried though.
No,
son.
look.
Like
at,
when you
look
go
at
to
Cody.
let's say a deep dark. Remember the BWF show we went to
Oh,
that
man.
Vince was at,
Yeah.
and he threw the guy on the pole.
Best.
Okay. Could you have even thought to see anyone look of an image of Cody Rhodes there?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the
I had
Bucks.
to
Look
bring
at
it up.
Kenny
So
and look at Cody.
Right. Who's
Yo,
the
he
cleanest?
looking mad awkward at BT.
Who's the
When
cleanest?
he was at BT, he looked so out of place.
And then look at Brandy.
Brandy look out of place too, though, son.
Like
Brandy,
they're
like-
beautiful people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna sound wild
And
gay.
they
Now, how that
baby
game?
cute.
No, hold
Cody.
on. Let's just be honest. Cody looks like a Ken doll.
He does.
Yeah.
Low key.
He does.
Even now with the blonde, woo.
Brandy. Looks like a black Barbie.
Yeah.
Brady, fine, boy. Fine.
Take you down. I really want to take you down.
And she looked extra fine. She was like, got the pregnant.
Well, she was ready. She was pretty
glow.
pregnant.
The glow.
She was pretty pregnant.
Women got the glow.
She was pretty pregnant.
So
absolutely.
It's like,
and that snapback. Woo.
And then the thing about it, like, they're from Cody's from Money.
Yeah.
Like
Brandy's from Money.
Let's not deny this. I don't know if Brandy's from Money. Is she from Money?
I mean, she definitely had both her parentals.
Come on.
She was, you know what it is?
Ballerina?
I like.
Because she was a ballerina?
Nigga, no. Me and Mikey lost our shit. Figure skating.
Yeah.
This bitch
she had money.
figure skated for 17 years in Michigan.
Yeah, she
I
had
said,
money.
what the fuck?
She got money. So you look. So that's that, right?
Right.
And then
you go to niggas
Cody didn't go through the independent scene.
He didn't, yeah.
You go to niggas like a Darby Allin that lived in that. That was actually a dope scene when he was talking to Darby, and I think it was
like he was poor.
And yeah, and then it was right before Darby won the TNT title.
At him like he was poor.
He did. He was. It was I think the day he was winning the TNT title. And what Darby said to him, he looked at him like, nigga, what? He gave them the nigga what face. Was when Darby said, yeah, I slept in my car in the parking lot last night. And then Cody gave him that look like, why? He's like, I want to always remember where I came from.
Oh, all right. That's dope.
But Cody looked at him like, I can't relate to that. Like, I don't know what that's like. I don't even want to know what that's like. He gave him the,
do you think that it's not because he's too clean cut, but do you think that Cody tries too hard to fit in?
I don't think he tries too hard.
I don't think he tries too hard to fit in. I think
he just doesn't fit in.
Cody, the show really exposed this nigga. and this is why I like him even more.
Yeah.
The nigga corny.
Yeah.
He's corny, high-end corny.
Yeah, like when he said to her, because I like when they have like the scenes, like the confessionals with the two of them, because she be giving him that, what the fuck is wrong with you? So they was talking about, how things are going to change when the baby comes. And he was just like, yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not responsible. I don't feel like I'm going to be responsible for another human being type shit. And then she was just like, yeah, I just want you there, hold my hand. He's like, yeah, no, of course. He said, but I'm gonna look at your vagina. And she was just like, my vagina? Like, what are you talking about? And he was just like, you act like I've never seen your vagina before.
And I was just like, that's something I would say. Though.
That's something both of us would say. But you know what it is? No. You know what it is? When somebody says stuff that's so wild, I'm looking like, yo, why would he say that?
And he said that shit with a straight face. Like,
yes,
he was just like,
he's a cancer.
He was just like,
he's a cancer. That's why.
I've seen your vagina before. Like, why?
Yes.
Like, he gave her the, why are we making this a big deal? Like, I've seen your vagina before.
But he's a cancer. Like, you say wildness though.
The thing is, he doesn't fit in. He never did because the Bucks even said it. The Bucks even was like, yo, who is this guy? And like, he's in a suit.
Yeah. From the beginning.
But Cody wants to be at that next level. Cody wants to do Hollywood. Cody wants to do TV.
And that's why he's good for AEW.
That's why he came in. That's why he's using AEW as this vehicle to do other projects. He wants to be kind of like The Rock did.
Because this isn't their first go around with reality TV. Because Brandy was on that WAG show. On E a few years ago.
Yeah.
And everybody gave her shit for doing that show, but I was just like, no, like shit like that, like even with the Total Divas, the Total Bellas product, it makes you it gives you an insight on particular wrestlers that you typically wouldn't, and you'd be like, oh, okay,
and it makes it easier for them to
I'm
get
more
over.
relatable.
But the thing about it makes it harder for you. Like, do you not understand the core audience of AEW?
But we watched it.
Yeah, we watch it, but it's Cody is everything the core audience is against.
So basically,
he represents.
He took a shower. He
represents. He represents. Yeah, he represents the machine.
He wears a suit.
Wait, hold on. You really think that these niggas on the internet hate Cody because he tries in life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cody has a bad.
Because most
people don't like winners.
Most indie people.
Well, why don't like a winner? Because
people don't like
winners.
Niggas
don't like to see you win.
Am I the only one that sees when I see you win and someone else winning?
We have a different mentality because we all win.
Oh, he could win because I can win because I'm a human.
That's a different mentality. Not everybody has that mentality.
Yo, listen, to anyone out there that who's struggling with self-esteem, just know that I love you. Just know that you got this, but don't be a hater. realize that if the next man could do it, you can do the same exact thing too. Because God gave us the opportunity to better ourselves. The same energy you could use to hate on the next man and hate yourself, use that same energy to see what are you good at. For example, you may be fat and sloppy, but you say, you know what though? I got a big dick. And you build from there. Maybe that your big dick could look better if you shave and you take a shower. What?
Like I said.
Nothing.
Listen, they don't like Cody.
That went left for me.
Because Cody is AEW's Triple H.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, Triple H did certain things to get booed. Cody just doing nothing.
Cody?
It's being Cody.
And they don't like Cody.
He's doing what every wrestler, he's doing what Ric Flair does the same thing. Hogan did it.
But he's not cool.
They don't look at him the same.
Cody's not cool.
Okay.
See, because in AEW fans' eyes, they see their Hogan is Omega. Their Sting is fucking the butt. It's Sting. It's kind of Sting. But they look at they look
Hogan
at they look
Kenny.
they look at their high level talent.
Work rate.
Is the niggas that's been on the indie scenes for the past 10, 15 years.
Right.
They not looking at a Cody that went through the system. His daddy is a fucking legend. They not looking at any of that shit. Like second, third generation niggas, they don't get any type of recognition or anything in AEW.
Because
they don't.
Because listen, hear me out. His daddy was a worker. His brother's a worker and still working. And how much stuff he did in the game. So that's pressure that you have within yourself. A lot of people don't understand that. Yo, Cody has pressure. I know Cody put pressure on himself just to be that damn good.
It doesn't matter. He's not cool.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Cool. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, there you go.
Why are we still having this conversation?
So Cody's not indie cool.
You're right.
But to me,
Which
I
is
think he's
unfortunate
cool.
because I like Cody.
Yeah, because he's living his dream. To
like
me, that's
even
cool.
when we went to Dynamite, I was like, why they booing him? I like Cody. Like, what are we doing?
Cody's
it's the only
annoying.
nigga that makes sense.
But
Randy's annoying, but I love them.
But Seth said it the best. Yo, nobody's gonna remember all the moves that you did in the ring. Everyone remember the story that you told. I remember his title reign for the TNT title. He put on some great storylines.
But the thing is, that's not independent wrestlers. Independent wrestling fans.
They want the moves. They
So
want
basically-
they want the pops. The fucking the shit like they want the moves. They want those little glimpses of moments where sometimes on the other side of the fence you want a consistent story. You want to see how indie fans like like how when you were in school and you were learning even and odd numbers.
Yeah.
That's them niggas. Niggas that aren't like that, they like A through Z.
Yeah, because I like a story like
they like
Battle
shit.
Club
They
Tomorrow.
like beginning, middle, and end. Indie niggas like spot.
No, I like a story.
But the thing about it, but the thing is, it depends who's wrestling. Because it depends on the person. Because the Kenny and Daniel match for the first 20 minutes, there was nothing there to do nothing special.
Yeah.
Huh?
Solid 30 minutes.
No, I'm talking about the first 20 minutes. They did nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing special until the last 10 minutes. But it's one of those situations where you got to understand it's like they just don't like Cody.
Which is, it's fine. All right, so let's move on. Rumor of the week.
What's up?
Brought to you by Sir Wilkins themselves, because I didn't hear about this, which is really cool. So there are rumors of Survivor Series. So if everyone doesn't, already know, they just announced Royal Rumble will be in St. Louis, Missouri, Saturday night, which is really good. Tickets go on sale October 15th for those that are interested, that watch and view, because I'm going, because it's the last of my big force. A bitch is going. But so they got Royal Rumble St. Louis. They got Mania out in Dallas. So rumor is that next SummerSlam 2022 might be in the United Kingdom, which once again previously they have done a pay-per-view.
For like the last 10 years.
It's popped back up into the news again. Which has been, it's something doable over there, because they can start in there's 6-hour difference, so it's weird. But what are your thoughts on SummerSlam being international, and like what does that mean? Does that mean that you're gonna get a bit of NXT UK? Are you gonna get what are your thoughts on it being an international show?
I love it because everyone eats. Niggas in Europe need to eat too. You feel me? And you basically raid the whole the whole European scene and shut down a lot of these federations because you want to put NXT UK. So you might as well give them, make money. I know a lot of in the small promotions who's still running will make a lot of money. So I see it as a win-win. So next year, I want to see SummerSlam in Tokyo. Why not?
That's wild.
Why not? Like, I want to see, instead of regular jazz, it'll put like little,
that means we're going to have,
Gundam.
You know what? That'd be dope to have a brunch viewing party. Because if they did it in, like, Asia or something, it'd have to be in the morning.
But what time would it be in England?
Oh, England. Well, UK 6 hours difference. So they would have to start the show. Yeah, that might be early in the day. That might be like a daytime pay-per-view, because they would have, like, if they started at 8 o'clock, it would be 2 o'clock here.
2 a.m.
2 p.m. They're 6 hours ahead. So their time, 8 o'clock, would be 2 o'clock our time.
So basically, Simon
Which would be dope.
So wait. So Simon Miller,
brunch party for fucking SummerSlam.
Wait. So Simon Miller was talking to us from the future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, this is why time makes no sense.
It don't.
Because technically, if I call somebody from California, we 3 hours up.
Yeah.
So
it's still morning there.
I'm a future nigga. So basically,
this nigga wants to be back to the future. Anyway.
So basically, the future definitely is a figment of our imagination. This is why it's going to be in the present. This is why the past is written and the present is currently is written as you go. It's the present. That's why I say be more present, because the future is literally a figment of our imagination. So put it together, we really are a master of our own domain.
The future is forsaken.
Yeah. That's a bar. But all right, let's move on.
Dang, man, this is a really
WWE Draft, ladies and gentlemen, starts this week. Friday night.
Wait, so you're not going to address my son Finn versus the Turnbuckle?
Oh, you know what? Rewind. Let's talk about Extreme Rules a little bit. Because what were your thoughts? What were some ups and downs of Extreme Rules? Because
it was a decent pay-per-view.
I thought, I love the fact that Sasha came back and interrupted that match, because I definitely was like, if Bianca doesn't win or if Becky wins clean, that kind of diminishes a little more of Bianca's, momentum. So them throwing in Sasha Banks as an audible, I thought was genius. I was just like, oh, and her gear was amazing.
What else?
What else was
the Turnbuckle?
The Turnbuckle gate.
Listen, I don't see there's nothing wrong with the Turnbuckle collapsing, because I see it this way.
It was just weird because he was on the complete other side and was fine. When he did the coup de grace on the other side of that same rope, he was fine.
I don't see nothing wrong with this. Cause
what do you guys mean you don't see nothing wrong with this?
Look, let me finish.
I didn't say nothing was wrong with it. I don't understand why it happened.
This is how I see it.
It's weird.
This is how I see it. I've been watching WWE for 20-something years. Reason why I don't get upset when these random stuff happen, it's WWE. They're gonna do random stuff. Mark Henry has a son who's a hand. Let's be serious though.
No, but like that can't be random, like, because he could have really hurt himself.
Yes, but still, I'm saying that this was the same WWE that continued a match after the whole ring collapsed twice, which was Triple H versus CM Punk and the triple threat with Braun and whatever. Let's be serious here. So them having
wasn't those matches like any count?
Right,
like any fall,
right.
That was okay.
Right. So if the turnbuckle collapsing, you watching WWE, expect stuff like this. Why you get so mad when you do foolishness? WWE is entertainment. I see it this way. Then the whole turnbuckle collapse, it was just like, this is how I see it in my brain. It wasn't supposed to happen. Roman's like, I'm not going to be like, oh, are you okay? No, I'm going to capitalize on it. I don't care how it happened. I'm going to capitalize on it. That's it. Just like in boxing. If like something happened, Tyson's not going to take mercy. That's my 10. Bing, 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 bing. Come on. This is how I see it.
That's hilarious.
It's WWE. Stuff just happened.
Look, at the end of the day, it was stupid. It was absolutely stupid.
So was it
I just want to know the reasoning.
So to ask you a question.
Was it legit or was it like the y'all niggas fuck with it?
Let me ask you a question.
It don't make no
sense. Which one's more stupid? The McMahon versus Shawn versus God?
It's stupid too.
I thought
that one topped the cake. That one's up here.
That,
nothing is topping the cake.
That's just
what's topping the cake then?
I didn't say it did it. I'm just saying it was stupid too.
So what?
It was funny though.
It was.
It was hilarious.
It was entertaining as fuck.
Thank you.
Because every week,
this wasn't entertaining. This was stupid.
Every week, Vince would come out and be like, "It's let me talk to God real quick. Like, it was just like, what?
So that's your question.
Like, what are you talking about?
So that's your question. You like when my son's Finn turned Super Saiyan when he was flopping like?
I loved it.
I loved it.
Because I didn't. Yo, and if I was there live, that I would have popped.
Yeah.
Like, I would have popped
And
because it was something different.
Some people didn't like it, but yeah, when Hogan was pumping up all the time, y'all loved it, right?
Oh, or when Ultimate Warrior would fucking grab the fucking ring shit.
Right.
I fucking hate that shit.
Or like,
or even run to the ring.
Or
I
that dude
fucking hate that
Santina
shit too.
will poke you like this with a cobra, really. But y'all like that though, right?
With an upgraded Mr. Sacco.
Come on, dude.
Listen, at the end of the day, I had to write something earlier today, or yesterday on the group. I was just like, you like what you like. Like, it's okay if you didn't like it. It's I didn't know. So I just want to know, like, if that was a work or not, because I think everything's a work.
They're not gonna dollar shit.
But something about that
WWE.
turnbuckle, no. But it's something like, because you had to watch it twice. Because at first niggas thought Paul did it, and I would have, and honestly, I would have rather them sell that than nothing. So, but if on Friday night them niggas go like and say like, and they show like a small clip of the camera not showing Paul or somebody fucking with the turnbuckle, and they actually fuck with it, then I could be like, oh, okay, I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
But like it just being, if it was an accident, then shit happens in the ring. We've been to shows where the bottom rope has come off, and they in mid show they had to fix that shit. So like it happens, but I don't. It just was too coincidental. It was like, what the fuck?
You know what it is? To me, it was just like.
I was just like, what happened?
It wasn't bad.
It was weird.
Like overall, the match was good though.
What else happened at Extreme Rules? I mean, listen. Whoever's listening from the WWE side, listen, don't have a pay-per-view and just have one Extreme Rules match. This shit don't make no sense. That shit don't make no sense. But that's like having a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and having a steel cage match.
And you know what kills me? The next day they had like Extreme, like basically like no DQ match with Sheamus and
No, but that was the match of the night for me.
No, that was a good match though.
Actually,
but that's the case. The night before then. You should have.
Oh, you should have just did it. Well, it was a triple threat, so actually they kind of. It's weird because triple threat rules. There's no like, because there's no rope break. There's certain things that they wouldn't be able to do. It's technical. It's stupid. Trust me. But yeah, no, the Sheamus. No, I'm always gonna call him Punishment Martinez. And Jeff Hardy and fucking Sheamus mocking Jeff Hardy on that top rope. Was fucking gold. Like I don't know who told him to do that, or if he just thought about that shit because that shit was funny.
It was
that's great. What was it? No, I almost called her Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose on NXT.
Oh,
the Liv Morgan and Carmella thing.
Bad.
You thought it was bad?
Mandy Rose looking bad. She's sexy. Oh, you're right.
No,
that Moxley.
Oh,
that Moxley match was trash.
Which one?
Dynamite. I mean,
Rampage?
It was trash.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that real quick. Okay.
It was trash.
So you watch it on TV, right?
Yes.
Now tell me why it was trash.
Because it was just like lazy.
And were the lights off?
It was just mad rest holds.
And were the lights off?
Like I felt like it dragged.
Were the lights off?
No. And nobody said anything about that. Yeah. Nobody talked about how bad that match was.
It was just like because.
What did you think about the It was because I'm always gonna call them LAX. LAX and the Lucha Bros versus the 4 other niggas. What did you think?
Fire.
Really?
Fire. Like I think that those tag team matches.
I can't get jiggy with more than like 4 niggas in the ring. Like
I like it. No. You know what it is?
6, 8, 12, 24. Like what the fuck are we doing?
But I don't like it all the time. Like it has to be a purpose.
They did that shit back to back.
They did. But I like both of them. But the main event was trash. Like it was mad rest holds. It was just boring. Mox versus Lance, the match was good. So you expecting that carnage when you see this looking like, I guess
it was bad.
I'm glad you acknowledged that because
it
was rough being there. Like imagine sitting there and watching that shit.
It was quiet.
My nigga, you can hear a pin drop. You can hear a pin drop. Okay. So yeah, let's fast forward. So we had Extreme Rules. Let's talk about what no one gonna talk about. How 2 black men open and close Monday Night Raw.
Yo, Vince be cheated, V.
That wasn't the cheat code, but that was it.
It was a good match.
They opened. I can't even remember the last time 2 black men opened and closed a fucking wrestling show. I'm not even gonna say Raw. I'm just gonna say a wrestling show.
Nah, that show was the shit is groundbreaking.
Like that's what I'm saying. But the thing is,
her business is bad.
People and business is booming because this shit was just so unexpected. It was expected, but it was unexpected because I was like, with MVP out, I was like, Bobby gonna need somebody. Bobby gonna need at least one person. I don't know if it's gonna be Shelty. I don't know if it's gonna be. I said somebody gotta come out and save this nigga. But I love the fact that they've been actually working, because everyone knows Bobby is not the best on the mic, but they've been using it actually to his advantage by cutting 20-second promos. Literally, the camera in your face, him getting straight to the point,
UFC
and
style.
that's it.
Yeah, get to the point.
Literally, they've been like, okay, we know you don't talk more than 2 minutes. Let's chop it down to 30 seconds and see how great and intense this can be. And they've literally accomplished it the last 2 weeks of Raw. And I was just like, damn.
And him versus Big E has been some fire matches.
Not only did they close Raw, but they had a 30-minute match, and you didn't even notice it.
And
it was fire.
And like
you
when
didn't notice
Kofi
it.
climbed up the cage.
Let me tell you. And did the coffin drop? Yo, me?
The Kofi drop.
And fucking Mikey fucking popped in our house.
Fire.
You hear me?
Fire.
Yo,
son.
we was like, because it was one other move that I was like, it looked like a coffin drop. So I had said it before it happened. And then when Kofi fucking Spider-Man on that fucking cage then fell back, I said,
that was fire.
Yo, this shit, listen, Hurt Business, New Day, it's happening. It's real. I'm excited. Like, it's great.
But it has to be like it can't be like a regular, it got to be something special to really set them apart. Like, imagine Hurt Business in War Games.
No, so listen, that's
Hopefully they do that.
Like,
so
I want like a tense. This rivalry could like they could do what the New Day did, the New Day and Uso did for each other. Like,
Yeah.
you need something to ramp up this rivalry because they both intense.
and you
men.
need something long term. And it's something you brought up that I noticed on Raw actually, because remember the conversation we had about Roman being in so many different stories, low key.
Yeah.
Bobby's low key getting that same with when Goldberg came out. Because Mikey goes, Goldberg's retiring. I said, this nigga's never going to retire at this point. This is what
You know what's funny? Goldberg cuts a better promo than half the roster.
William. But how many times does he do it, though?
He cuts a better promo than half the roster.
Most of them are not live, though.
But he cuts a better promo than half the roster.
But most of them not live though. He probably had mad tape.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many times did you want to say that
I
shit?
doubt it. I doubt it.
What? Come
Goldberg
on.
got the it factor.
But
He does.
But when you said that, and I had went on Rock, and then when Goldberg came out, and I said, nah, he out here, because I had said months ago, I said, no, right after SummerSlam, I said, William and Bobby at Saudi. And I said I left it at that. I was like, y'all watch and see. So when William popped up, and he was just like, yo, Bobby, it's on. Like, it's on site. And I was just like, oh. And I was like, Bobby out here trying to get his title back, and your ass is out here challenging him. Bobby got a lot going on.
Well, Bobby choked out his son.
But by accident. He didn't know it was him.
Why you come in the ring for?
Facts.
Is that his son though?
Yes.
This is real life.
That is his real life
Why?
child.
Like, why he looks so? You sure that body
That
double?
is his child. Nope, that is his child.
Like, he's like taking like growth hormones or something.
My nigga, he's aging. Niggas is old. Like,
And also Goldberg's an ex-football player. He's massive.
Okay.
like you gotta remember when Goldberg, how long ago did Goldberg go into the Hall of Fame? Was it 3-4 years now?
Oh yeah. You do mature fast.
So,
like, from the age of like 12,
come
like,
on.
you literally become like
That nigga
it's a
is
joke.
eating Wheaties and shit, and he's growing.
Damn.
So
So
that's
what's
why
next,
he looks
y'all?
like a teen. What else happened on Raw though? That was interesting and impactful. I don't know. For me, listen, Raw the past like 2-3 weeks,
it's been good.
top notch. I mean, I would have rather the open challenge for Charlotte to have been something that wasn't like put together before the match happened. Like, I would have rather, if Doudrop was gonna come out, I would have rather to save the pop or save it for when she got in the ring and she talked her shit and then boom, that happens. I hope with the whole Alexa Bliss, I hope that they take the opportunity to actually repackage her and to start over, because I just think holding on to a doll is just like, I like it, but it's gonna it's gonna get
They need to
stale.
like rinse that Bray Wyatt off of.
Yeah.
And
So
start fresh. And again, it's not Bray Wyatt's fault.
listen,
It is what it is.
Angel Garza and his cousin, listen, and y'all know I don't like Spanish niggas like that, but them two,
I hope.
future tag team
No.
champions.
Okay, and
Future
then what?
tag team
I hope they don't end up like the Colognes. Talented brothers that don't do nothing.
Listen,
Come on. You
don't
went
put that
from,
in
like,
the atmosphere.
Think about it. You went from like, a Matador. You went for like you went for an outdated career, a travel agency. Really? Come on, that's not right though.
Listen, I wish them the best. I'm excited for them.
I am.
They beat Viking Raiders this week. I was excited for
Viking
that.
Raiders
And
stock
it was
is not that high
yo,
no
and Mikey said that. He was like, yo, they out here jobbing to Alberto and
but yet in the Indy there was, what was it? I forgot that. War Machine. Come on. Come on.
That's the Indies.
So,
whoa, you hear that? War Machine.
So,
which one's harder? War Machine or Viking Raiders?
Speaking about something else you've mentioned before, and it's something that it was in the group, our Facebook group, about Andrade.
And he ain't here?
Right. So let's talk about that a smidge, a little quick. Just because he did the Lucha Bros were they had a backstage segment this week, and then Andrade came out of nowhere with his other homeboy, not with whatchamacallit.
Ooh, Chavo.
Not he did come out with Chavo, but my issue is that this nigga still sitting here asking about fucking Pac. I was like, what? Move on. You know the nigga ain't got no visa.
So there's a storyline that they're supposedly is going to happen in AAA, is going to happen in AEW.
Yes. So if anyone doesn't know, the Lucha Bros are now not only the AEW Tag Team Champions, but they're also the AAA Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
So when Andrade came out, he was saying, like, I know a bunch of lucha doors that would love to take those titles off of you.
Oh, you understood him?
Yeah.
Well, then again,
He talks. No, he talks actually really clear if you listen.
No. It's just like sometimes
so
he
it
mumbles.
bothers me.
He mumbles a little bit.
It bothered me when he was doing the interviews with JR and they had the fucking subtitles. I was like, you can hear clearly what he's saying.
Yeah, and he mumbles, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, we understand it because we've been around accents.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I was sitting here like he's talking
He
very
does
clear.
mumble, though. He does mumble sometimes.
Because he's not good on the mic.
Yeah.
And fucking Cody has a list. So, tomato.
Two different things.
Two different things. Mumbling and
But
having lists is
certain
nothing.
things Cody said, I was like, when I was watching the show, I was like, wait, what he said?
It's still not as bad as mumbling.
Yeah, he go, because when he was talking, I'm looking like, all right, where's the subtitles? I said that.
Nah, sometimes the low-key disrespectful.
Yeah, low-key.
Listen, all I'm saying is this. He needs,
like, if he's talking in Spanish, that's one thing. If this
think-
nigga is talking English, nigga.
I think that Ric Flair was really going to put him over the top. Like, him having that Flair rub was really going to set him over.
Yeah, but Flair had bitches rubbing his face.
Yo!
He did the helicopter.
That's weird.
Is it?
Well, the fact that Tommy Dreamer was like, he has a big-ass dick and he's doing the helicopter.
That part was weird.
Nigga,
but
gay.
that part was informative. I was like, oh, shit.
I love Charmy, though, but yo, shout out to Impact
Oh,
for no reason.
no, for a lot of
what's her
reasons.
name is signed? Kira signed.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
AEW.
Kara said, the return of the retiree, fucking Leo Rush, is now all elite.
No, that actually wasn't his fault. Because what it was.
Are you telling me?
No, the injury was serious.
No, I'm not even talking about the injury that he just had. I'm talking about when we interviewed him, and that nigga was on some full blown. I'm in my music. I'm not wrestling. Blah blah blah. blah. 3 months later, started working the indies again. Then took time off again. Then came back, did the fucking thing on AEW. Then got injured. Then injury, but still was completing his dates that he had got booked for.
So this is what I'm gonna say. First of all, he's never retired. He wasn't retiring the first time. Music don't pay bills yet. He has 2 kids.
Actually, has 3.
He has 3 kids and a wife. Music ain't paying no bills. That was one. Number 2, the injury was serious.
No, I believe that.
But
Because he's injury prone. So I believe
But the
that.
problem was that they had looked at it, and it's like when your body gets beat up enough, it knows how to heal better. Like certain people know how to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, when I use him all the time, but when a Red broke his leg, he healed up faster. The other person,
Jonathan Cena can heal like he's fucking
you know what I mean?
ridiculous.
So certain people just heal up differently.
I thought that was some like Dragon Ball Z on BS.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because like when your body is used to certain, injuries or certain things,
and if you
it'll
work out,
heal.
You'll
So
heal faster.
So that's why it says like that when you work out stuff like that, like you keep on doing like even though you destroy your muscles, like you'll heal a lot faster.
Yeah, and just in general.
So
Never
I
knew
wouldn't
that.
say my issue, but my thing is that they continue to keep signing all these people, but still don't use the people they got. And I'm just like,
they're crowd up top.
And I'm just like,
I don't know where
what?
Leo's gonna fit into this.
Exactly, and and almost the way he came out with the promo, it almost sounded like he was gonna be with someone else.
He has
So
to
at
be
that
with
point,
somebody.
it was just like, where y'all niggas fitting into all this shit going on? Like,
Too much.
but that's the thing. Like,
I really feel like
it's overload.
like,
It's overkill
one
at
of
this
these
point.
shows, Elevate or Dark, take one of them to really develop the undercard. something like that.
And they don't, because they'll put like, even when we went to AEW, they had Thunder Rosa was on the AEW Dark Evolution thing. Like she had a match on there and stuff like that.
So this is what it is.
It's so
I think that they cycle
weird.
people in and out.
No, yeah, it's the old school thing where they like, we use you for a storyline, then you go home.
Yeah,
You just wrestle on Dark. Yeah. And also, I think they are hoarding people for the future. Like, the Elite probably got another 2 or 3 years on them. Then after that, they're going to start moving and slowly move on to other people.
Yeah.
That shit ain't the best thing to do. But it's like a double-edged sword, because when you sign a bunch of people, you have people for backup in case somebody gets injured or people leave.
Yeah, it's like any team.
A great example would be the dark times in Ruthless Aggression era when everybody left. Everybody got injured.
Yeah.
So it's that problem, because wrestling is always the next up. Like, I get it, but most people are not gonna be doing shit for the next 2 years,
which is like really unfortunate.
Unless the Bucks and other people up top get injured.
It could happen.
It can't. I don't wish that, but it can't. But it's just like, that's always been like, I love that they signed Kiera. Regardless of Leo, I'm always gonna be pro-black, and I always want people to win. But my concern is like the people that have already been there with 2-3 years now and hasn't had either a moment or an opportunity or anything like that. It's like, you sign all these other people. Once again, now it's another spot that now I can't have, because now you have somebody that actually has a contract that's getting signed, and where you have somebody that's been in the company but it's not like contracted, and they work per diem and all type of shit. So it's like, it's frustrating, and I feel for those that don't really get,
They need to put storylines in
the
Dark.
time.
Or like just have like
That's what I'm saying. They need to put storylines in Dark. They did a little bit with Diamante and Swole,
and then that was it.
Yeah.
But they need to like continue doing, like, just build up on their YouTube page.
Yeah, like just like.
Shout out to Darius Lockhart for being.
Oh yeah,
Darius Big Lockhart. Happy birthday, King. His
happy birthday, yo! Happy belated.
Yo, son,
it was a good match.
All
and
our
a lot of
friends are
people.
Dope. Shout out to like Savannah Evans.
A lot of people
for having that
on
Impact title shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool. Just is like.
Ooh, it is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like really, really
shout out to the
excited
Amazon.
for them.
Like, I'm waiting. Like, honestly, I reach a point in wrestling is I just want people to go whatever they fit. Like, if Savannah want to stay at Impact and grow that company, cool. I don't care where you go. If you're happy, you're happy. Just make dope stuff for your company. That's it. Like, I'm sick and tired of these rating wars. Like, it doesn't matter who's not watching. Are you watching, King? That's it.
But
Did you read what Eric Bishop said?
About what?
About the ratings?
What did he say?
Because, once again, I think on the AEW side of things, I think their mentality is like, we're in competition. We're at war.
Yeah.
And that's their mentality. But Eric Bischoff, he had said something I'd read on my way here, where he was just like, how are you in competition, or how are you even in a conversation of that when you're on a day that you're not running against anyone?
Yeah.
So you winning the demographic, you getting over 1 million on average, let's say. But once again, that shit hasn't jumped up or hasn't changed drastically. But he was saying, like, the demo that you're winning and the views that you're getting, no one else is watching anything on Wednesday. So what are we actually winning?
Marketing. It get all these dudes on internet hype. For example, this is an old school reference. The Sega Genesis was not better than the Super Nintendo, but the Sega Genesis just have a blast process where it processed information a lot better. But Nintendo had better graphics. But to everybody, blast processing, people thought the Sega was better. Marketing.
Oh, I thought Nintendo was better.
It was. The Super Nintendo had superior graphics.
I'm not even a video game head, but I was like, Super Nintendo
had very superior graphics. Just that the Sega was better with sound.
It had great sound.
Yeah.
Sega.
Yeah, great sound, and like the process was fast. But other than that, Super Nintendo had better graphics.
Listen,
it's all about marketing. It sounds good to these internet niggas. Oh, we winning in the demo. Please your fans.
It pleases their fan, but it also gives them a sense of worth.
Yeah, sense of worth.
Because it's like, yo, we're beating the giant WWE. But the problem is that they aren't competing directly with WWE. They used to with NXT, and they did beat them. I'm not 100% sold on NXT 2.0, by the way.
Oh, so okay, let's talk about that real quick, because I actually thoroughly enjoy NXT 2.0 only because
it realized like old school NXT.
I like the. You know what? It reminds me of a mixture of WCW Saturday Night and a mixture of like Shotgun Saturday. Like it gives me that like fast pace. You want to tune in. I mean, I didn't really care for. I felt like they could have did a better build of Raquel and Old Girl wrestling, but it gave that way to where they've been dropping the seeds of Mandy entering that picture. Like, I don't know. I mean, once again, I feel like their storytelling wise is still better.
They're doing a solid job. I'm not sold on the characters yet, so I have to continue watching to get more invested.
Well, yeah,
but then again, it's just like
because it's only been 3
I like
weeks.
Lash, fine ass.
Did you watch NXT?
So I didn't like that shit.
Huh?
Did you watch NXT originally?
Yeah,
it's like that.
It is like that, but I still wasn't invested.
Yeah,
so
but
I did.
It
so it's
time.
funny because I didn't watch the NXT in the beginning.
I did beginning.
So like even watching NXT 2.0 now, I'm just like I'm excited because I think once again.
You still got some time.
Niggas don't deal with change very well. Adjusting doesn't do very
like
well. But I love the fact that this nigga Braun out here looking fine and out here sounding like his uncle and sounding super aggressive. And then, going against...
You want a friend? Get a dog.
Yo, that shit was hard. Like, I don't care what anyone says. That shit, I was like,
yo, he's a star.
That's a fact.
He's a star.
Oh, he's definitely a star.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
He's a
but
star.
But I love the fact
They're gonna
that
humble him, though.
even though he's going out the gate super hard and challenging Tommaso, I think Tommaso would do a really good job putting him over. Like, I love the fact that
they gonna
actually...
put a belt on him?
I don't think yet.
I think they will.
Like, he the type of Nick...
Is the match next week?
No, they haven't made the match yet.
He's gonna put him
but what would be hilarious is if Christian Casanova cash in on this nigga. And it's like, what the fuck?
I think Braun's gonna win it.
You know what's crazy? NXT gets away with putting random people together and it being kind of dope. Because, like, in this tag team division because they had MSK come out because they haven't defended in a while. And then you had all these other people come out and then they were together.
Well, I'm talking belts. Anyways.
Good point.
Niggas better not send it and say, all right, man, y'all got to defend it the next day. Got to give it back. Nigga, don't do that.
I'm not giving back shit. But anyway. But no, I like the fact that...
So you guys didn't get the belts?
No.
Did you text them about it?
Yes.
What
he said that send us your address. We both did.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, like beginning of the month.
Did you text him again? I think you should text him again. I'm like, yo, where's the belts?
We don't like harassing people.
Blue, where I should at?
He doesn't watch the show.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, somebody clip this.
We're too dark skinned for him. We're too black for him. He hates us.
This is why Blue don't like you.
That's a fact. So I was gonna say clip this and then post it, but your ass fucked it up.
He don't like me.
Tolerates. There's a difference between liking someone and tolerating someone.
I mean,
niggas tolerate you. You do because of the fact y'all Haitian. So all y'all Haitian niggas want to be all cool together.
I be trying, and then he
don't hear it.
He don't want to be my friend.
Yo, we cool.
I think it's because I got abs.
Look at him.
I think it's because I have abs
He
and I'm
profile.
outspoken.
Because you what?
I'm outspoken about AEW.
Yeah, because he's an AEW hard on. I was just like, listen, bro, let me explain something to you. Like, we had a whole day, like a good 2-hour back and forth, and Jenna, and I felt like it was the first time me and Jenna was on the same team, same page, and I was like, yes,
because he's like a super diehard,
yeah,
and he be trying to put the blinders on, and like we talk about diversity of AEW, like this nigga, there's no diversity here, and then he be like, nah, son, well you see, WWE wasn't diverse 5 years ago. I was like, you're right.
That's a fact.
Can't deny that.
We're not going to deny that.
That's
However,
but now it is.
Right now, you can't say shit.
And just like the what's names, I forgot the dude's name. Shout out to him for a brilliant episode. He said I'm trying to. WWE took all this time to do this. That's the mark against them. He said I don't want AEW to wait all these years to put a black champion.
Oh, but they are though.
And the thing
it does make sense.
And the thing is, but the thing is, we need to also have this conversation. Are we hyping up the black wrestlers that they have now?
Someone said in the comments that, I don't think so. Someone said that we do.
We don't.
But okay.
I think sometimes. So, I
wait,
think what it came with.
Let's
go back to Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
I think when the opportunity of him winning the golden ring shit, even he mentioned this week on Dynamite. I think all of us as a culture, we were like excited for that moment. Like we were like, all right, even though we know this little brass ring shit is stupid, but he's getting the opportunity, and then he goes against Darby, and we were just, and then nothing happened after that. Even if there's always a win and a loss, and I feel like at times as wrestling fans and also in the industry, that's a lost conversation, because just because you lost doesn't mean just because you lost the battle doesn't mean you lose the war.
What are you doing after? Yeah. But the thing of, okay.
So they never build upon like that after him losing against Darby.
So, I don't fuck with Scorpio for one reason only.
Because the black comment?
Yes.
Okay, so let me
that
ask you a question.
No, we gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about his ass. Cause all you bitches love this nigga.
No, but he picks and chooses when he wants to play the black card.
Because
he does.
Y'all love him. And the thing about it, I fucks with him because he's black. Mm-hmm. But when Mark Henry asks his ass like, yo, you the first black tag? Nah, B, we ain't talking about this blackness. I'm just a tag. Nigga, shut up.
You're right.
That's strike number one.
Then he mentioned that he was like, well, we were the first AEW tag team champions and blah, 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 but not saying like I was one half as a black man. Like he never.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that in a promo. But the thing about it, when they ask you directly about race, why is Cody talking about racism?
So let me ask you a question.
No, hold on. Answer my question. Why is a black man, when they ask him about race, he ignores it? But then Cody,
honestly, here's the thing. Scorpio Sky don't want that smoke from these white boys online. Cody don't give a fuck. That's the difference.
See, Cody Luther X. Cody Luther X.
Okay, so
my man Cody.
So we're gonna have to whoever created he did that picture. We gotta put it on a shirt because Mikey wants one. He was like, "Yo, I'll wear one." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Luther X.
But that's but I mean it's always worth the conversation because they they try to pull the diversity card and we be like, "Are you sure?"
But the thing is, it's sometimes we have to call a spade a spade. Why aren't we talking about pumping up Kira? Why aren't we really celebrating Kira getting signed?
Yeah, we don't.
We do pump up Jade.
Yeah.
But we pick and choose who we supporting.
It's just like wrestling is like high school. Whoever's popular.
And that's another conversation.
Because
all the popular kids are getting TV time and all the non-popular kids are not.
But okay. All right. So let's bring it back because I want to have this conversation.
Okay.
Swole has a shit with Diamante.
Right.
Huge thing.
Right.
That no one talks about.
Her shit was trending on Twitter. People were talking about it.
Okay.
A lot of stuff got out of that.
Okay.
She ain't do nothing after. That's number one. She ain't really do nothing after. I will talk about that later. Hobbs doesn't get trending.
Was he trending on Friday?
No.
My buddy.
And Hobbs put in work in.
Yeah, some people were talking, but not people talking about it. Darius didn't get love. Martin from what's that group name?
The one that was in the match against Cody. Yo, what happened to his brother?
Yeah. Oh, he's injured.
Oh,
he's injured.
That's why.
Martin's not getting love like.
When he came out with Seidel, I was saying where the fuck is his brother?
So
you're right.
So that's the conversation I'm having because it's like we fucks with Swole, so we put her up. But what about everybody else?
Okay, and this is where Nets have this conversation. It's all about who is popular and who have the biggest personality.
And I'm not taking. Hold on, I'm not taking anything away from Swole.
We're not, but like
Swole
a lot of these dudes that we go behind have bigger life than personality. Will Hobbs.
So who do you blame on this one?
It's kind of like it's no, because Will Hobbs is doing what he has to do.
But I'm saying if you're gonna sit here and at times you can't relate to the character and creative is behind that.
Yo, you're right.
Who is creative?
You're right. But Will, these.
And I done already told Will about that shit because them niggas. 2 matches, I told y'all. The one with Hangman Page, and even now the match with CM Punk. And somehow, some way, something happens for him to get overshadowed by shit. When he won against Hangman, when he did the match with Hangman Page, fucking Brian Cage and Ricky Starks came out. And now you're more focused on them niggas instead of what Will Hobbs did.
But they do that sometimes too.
They do that to him all the time.
Do, but I kind of think that it's kind of like when they're ready, they could unleash his resume. Say he did this, that, third. It's just like.
But the thing is.
But let me ask you a question. Be honest. Do niggas really bang with Will Hobbs?
No.
And who fault is that? And before you said that, it's a company, whatever.
Hold up.
Let me finish.
Let me pull
Wait,
your
no.
card.
No, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. No. Don't do it yet. Go finish. Don't do it yet.
Finish.
Don't do it yet.
Like, he has been put in good positions to shine, right? He's always been put in great positions. He's in Team Taz. He's always had TV time, right? His in-ring skills got better. His presentation in the ring got better. His mic skills got better. So he's doing the work. So
But does he need Team Taz?
Huh?
Does he need Team Taz?
I don't know.
What do you think? Honestly.
I think right now, yes. He's not ready to separate from Team Taz right now. But I'm not.
Do you think Team Taz is holding? Do you think there's a possibility of the actual Team Taz?
It's booking with Team
and
Taz.
everybody focusing even on fucking Hook. You mark out about Hook.
But it's the booking of Team Taz. They never win nothing.
And who?
I like Hook.
I know you do. And
My nigga.
who I know. And who's responsible for
Right.
that?
So, but it goes back to, remember we had a huge argument about Charlotte.
Yeah.
You said booking is the thing.
Yeah.
So are they booking Will Hobbs correctly?
They book him in the sense of he's getting good rubs, but they don't book him to look strong.
They don't book him for you to be invested long term, and that's what the issue
And
is.
I think that's the that's
the
problem.
issue, honestly, with multiple people of color that's on
They're
there.
fine.
And that's
They're
there.
fine. They're fine. They're fine.
That they
They're
don't
fine,
position them that.
Listen, I understand that. You know the system's not pushing you. What's so hard about this? What's so hard about doing little stuff
the
on
thing
your
about
own?
I give you this though. The female wrestler that we spoke about, she couldn't get on Dark because she was too over online.
Yeah.
So what do you say about that?
Listen. Listen, nothing you could do. That's different because she was within the system.
Okay.
You understand? He's within the system.
But then the thing about it,
She didn't even get the opportunity to be in the system.
But then where do we lie as fans then?
As fans,
because my thing is you're right, because when I'll just say when I had a conversation with them, I was like, promote yourself online more, because I will say that 100%. That is 100% important, and a lot of wrestlers don't do that.
And he has, because I've seen him like putting workout pictures.
Yeah, he's getting more
better.
involved
Yeah.
because at the end of the day,
Sorry.
what's wrong with you?
Because I noticed that too. I was like, oh, that is true. He has been posted.
Not awkward.
It's not awkward, God.
Fuck. Anyways,
my
back to the
friend.
conversation.
So
You see what I mean?
Yeah, he
Whatever.
does little stuff like that.
But the thing is, it needs to be continued to be done. But at the same time, okay, Swole's very active on Twitter.
right.
Super active on Twitter, and she's been around a while longer. Look, she's been
Right.
around. So she has that. But at the same time, us fans need to support everybody, because if we want a change that we're talking about, we gotta support everybody that comes around, especially the good ones. Because Darius didn't get that much love.
But let me ask you a question about Darius, right?
He promotes online.
He does.
You can't take that away.
But he's not for everybody.
So-
he makes some black people feel uncomfortable.
So and that's fine. That is fine. But the ones that are comfortable with him need to continue pushing him.
I think the one thing, though, that I did notice after Darius's match that came on Dark was a lot of people that didn't know him now know of the name and now can go back online and see other matches and see other things he's been doing.
Let's backtrack this. Did Will Hobbs have a long career in the Indies? Their fans at AEW love niggas from the Indies. For example,
Okay,
that group came from NXT, right? In NXT
2.0?
2.0. When it came during their NXT run, nobody was really saying, yeah. When it went to AEW, I'm looking like, why you guys getting such a big pop? Because they're indie darlings.
And they're friends with
AEW
the
crowd, if you went through the indies, you have a little more edge
So
towards
I'll
everyone.
pull it back.
Will was on the
I'll pull
Indies.
it back even more.
Will
Okay.
was on the Indies.
Let's
though.
pull it back even more.
Okay.
Darby wasn't popping in the Indies like that.
He was MLW though. And he did a lot of crazy. He went viral with the stuff he did.
Oh, so we give you that.
Okay, what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna be biased because you like you like Darby because
hold on, but it's true,
because I was
though.
watching MLW and I never seen that.
No,
nigga.
and the thing,
I will be honest.
His clips went viral. And
his clips did go viral, but that was such a niche group. So I can't give you that.
Okay.
Because it was such a niche. Because you are right, his clips did go viral,
Right.
but it was super niche.
Right.
Because there was one thing that he was doing,
Yes, I
but
haven't
then
seen it.
why isn't Joey Janela on TV then? Because his clips went viral too.
They don't push him. Like they push in the beginning. Him and Sonny Kiss did a little, like, I remember Sonny Kiss and him had a whole vignette.
They had vignettes.
Yeah, they was fighting niggas.
They was going to the fucking gas station and shit. Yeah, but the thing,
Fire.
But the thing was, though, but the biggest difference though is you was invested.
Yeah.
And what their issue is at times, and this is just wrestling in general, is that they don't position a certain character development. They don't position a certain particular wrestler across the board for you to be invested.
But she's been on Dark, so I will give them that. But the thing about it took so long to develop that and put it on Dark and have it more because now they're split. Now Joey Janela has that fine ass girl.
Right
now.
Oh Lord,
fine. You know I love them big and brolic.
Right.
I know.
But so you have that, but it took so long to get that together because we forget very easily. Y'all did a fire vignette and then don't really do anything really after that.
No follow up, yeah.
Because my issue is then, so going back to Will and Will and talking about the draft real quick. So my issue with Will though, and it's something I told him, I said they don't position you for a long-term story booking. They don't. I said they gave you you got the CM Punk rub, but then what? What are you going to do after that?
But that's old school booking.
And then what happened before that? Before that, you had been back and forth with Brian Cage. You fucking beat Brian Cage. Then what?
No one mentioned it.
But the thing,
right, and that's what I'm saying.
But hold on. This goes back to us talking about the signings. What they doing right now. So I'm gonna be quick on this one. This is old school booking. Hey, Yardley, Mr. Black, you're gonna have a program with Janelle. It's gonna last a month. The thing about AEW, they don't have house shows like that.
Yeah.
So your program is 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They do programs. But Mr. Black is the top guy. You're gone, Janelle. Next person. And that's what they do.
Revolving door.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say this, and we're gonna talk about the draft, and then we're gonna end the show. I will say though, calling a spade, we get on WWE and creative. I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy when it comes to Tony Khan, who is in charge. Officially of all the creative shit.
I do get on him. I do get on creative.
No, I listen.
I'm just saying.
I enjoy wrestling, so I enjoy the show for what it is.
Right.
I'm never gonna take that away. Like up top, they killing it. They're top 5% of their roster. Fire. That Elite, Bryan Danielson, all that shit they got going on is fire. But when you trickle down, you don't know what's really going on. And the thing is, WWE's doing the same thing too.
Yep.
Oh, like America then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, because the thing about it, Bloodline, New Day, you have the Hurt Business involved in there.
After that,
we don't know what's going on.
Who's next? Go.
Naomi and Naomi versus Karen.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't like how she talking to her every week like that. That shit bothers me as a black woman. So, I don't like that shit at all.
You have these different types of things, and it is. Listen, it's been going on for years. Wrestling is top heavy.
It's wrestling. It is what it is. But then that's why it's like it's a gift and a curse. Okay, let's end the show real quick. I just give me 2 people that you think is going to switch brands.
Hit Row's going to SmackDown.
Ooh.
Because I feel like Hit Row, like SmackDown fits that. And honestly, like.
Ooh, that was a hot take.
Like Hit
Row
like will really
I didn't see that coming.
Get the urban crowd in. Really would. And
SmackDown is mad.
Yeah, and to get the urban crowd
in.
And
I think them niggas noticed that SmackDown was Mrblacc, so that's why they had Biggie and fucking Bobby.
Right. So
because Raw the past 2 weeks, I was like,
it makes sense. It makes sense to get Hit Row to get with the younger crowd. Well,
okay, so Hit Row, and then what's another? Who's another? Either call up or who's switching brands?
Hit Row, and Apollo's going to Raw.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to Raw. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Raw.
Okay, so Wilkins.
I think Bobby's going to SmackDown.
Draft picks.
Yeah, Bobby's going to SmackDown. I agree with that.
Okay, so I think the Hurt Business in general is going to SmackDown.
I think they're going to put Hurt Business versus Bloodline in a program.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to work really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And but I've said this before. I'll say it another time. But Bianca, is the last of the Mohicans when it comes to baby faces.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Montez Ford's too.
Yeah. So
Montez Ford's going to be a star.
I see It's hard now because now they put Sasha back in that mix. Because I definitely a week ago we had this conversation a week ago.
Got vaccinated?
I said she got better from COVID. A week ago I would have said Bianca and Street Profits were going to Raw. A week ago. Now I'm not too sure. I see the switching of Intercontinental and U.S. titles at least. That I do see. So I see Punishment Martinez on SmackDown, which I think actually is a better brand for him, and Nakamura back on Raw, which I think is a little better for him. I see there definitely is good. I wish they take the tag titles off of EO because I would want EO on the main roster. So that's one that I would. They're gonna have some NXT call-ups.
They need
to.
They need to switch it up because NXT.
And they have said that. They said they're going to have NXT call-ups to refresh both brands. So just expect NXT, like probably veterans that you probably be like, because once again, NXT right now is that more developmental, the more like young.
Needs to be on Raw.
Correct. But he has to take the title. Got to come off him.
He's
so
losing.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, he's losing
when that's happening. They haven't announced it for this.
Bear Claw Keith needs to go to Raw too.
Who?
Bear Claw. What is it? Bobcat Keith?
Keith.
He's already on Raw.
He's already on Raw.
No, he's on SmackDown. Sorry.
No, he's on Raw.
It's a lot of guys need to switch brands or something.
So we'll see.
Cesaro may need to go to NXT for a little bit.
I'll bring Cesaro down to NXT.
Yeah.
He'd probably be really, really good.
Him and
too.
Dolph?
Him and Pete Dunne?
Him, Dolph, and Bobby Roode down there. Yo, they will. Dolph Ziggler versus what's name's nephew. Come on, that's gonna be a banger match. He'll put that man over.
Y'all watch BMF yet?
Yes, I watched the first episode. We watched it yesterday. Yes.
It got renewed for a second season.
Good.
Wow.
Good.
So when's Insecure coming?
Insecure I think is in 2 weeks.
Yes.
All American comes back I think in 2 weeks. On My Block comes back, I think, next week on Netflix. There's so many shows.
Did you watch Squad Goals?
No, you mean Squid Goals, son? That Squid shit? No, I didn't watch that.
Fire.
Here, don't forget Charger.
That's it. End of the show.
So yeah, so we're gonna wrap up. Thanks once again to those that came out for the viewing party. Those that are watching on the live feed. Battle Club Pro tomorrow, Friday in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Come out, support. If you can't purchase a ticket, you can donate your ticket. Absolutely. If you want more information, you can always talk to me, any of the boys, or Mr. Joaquin Morales himself. We're excited to have everyone come out and support. The next time we're at Legends will most likely be for Survivor Series. Well, if this one decides to put on Crown Jewel in the middle of the day, that's his business. But Survivor Series is here in New York, Brooklyn. Once again, those that are interested that may want to participate in being in a suite, contact me directly for more information. Tickets are already on sale for Survivor Series and for the Raw after. So make sure to get those. And that is it. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc. # Black Excellence. # we are out. And Miles has to cut the feed.
I was over, got the hands in motion. If you go with rolling, no need to focus. Traveling states and over oceans. You gotta wait till your coast chosen. Trying to have lines outside the show like Harry Potter releases at Barnes & Noble.